I'm Tobi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'll be reorganizing my bookshelf and I'm bringing you along for the ride. So buckle in, it's gonna be a wild one, a wild Monday, but let's get into it. So this is what I'm currently working with, just a cute little mini bookshelf. So you can see we've tried to go for the rainbow vibe on this shelf. It's kind of working. Then we've got a few random books stacked here. Tried to go for a bluish vibe. It's not really giving what I hoped it would give. We've got some books stacked here. Actually, it's got some of my favorites, but apart from Earthlings, the rest of these books are like really just long for no reason. So if I put them here, they like stick up out here and it's not a vibe. So, and then I love Earthlings, but the neon, it gives me a headache when I put it in here. Then here is like more slightly fantasy-ish, sci-fi, apocalyptic-y energy, darker books, white books. Here, books I probably will never read. And I want to actually put novels here because this is just, yeah, a hot mess, as you can see. Yeah, these books we don't talk about. Corporate sellout life, yep. These books are honestly just for show. Becoming, we love Michelle. This book, yeah, not much to say on it. This, my great uncle gave me, so love it. This, my ex gave me. Looks cute though. Not gonna read it, but looks cute. So we're gonna start off with this shelf. So obviously I like the rainbowy effect. It's cute. It is cute. But then also I kind of wanted this to be the shelf of like the faves, the creme de la creme, like the cream of the crops. But we'll see if it works, because I'm like, do I try and do rainbow? Do I do favorite? You know what? I'm gonna put like my most favorite books, like my top books here. See what it's saying, like can I make a rainbowy vibe from it? Will it look cute? If not, then maybe I just do color and then we'll go from there. Ooh. Gonna have to do some dusting, which is embarrassing. I'll be back. Okay, so technically, Earthlings is an all-time fave for me. Oh, I don't know if it'll stay on this shelf because this neon, it's hard to work with. I have to show this. So I'm not someone who does like multiple editions of a book usually, or like limited editions, but Master and Margarita, look at that. Look at her. Just, So it's the only time where I've got two of the same book. But it's because it's, see, it's too tall. I can't work with that. So she will stay up here. So this one will join. Oh. Picture of Dorian Gray, of course. Absolute belter of a book. Ooh, Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. This is going well. Yeah. Feminism Interrupted by Lola Olufemi. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I think she actually has a new book coming out this year, so I will keep that on my radar. Pachinko by Minjin Lee. Beautiful. This is just, oh, okay, I'll work with that. Tender is the Flesh, not a book for everyone, but I loved how this was like a very quiet horror dystopian cannibalism story. Got Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. The Iliad Crest. Oh, did I truly know what was going on in this book? No, but it was a great ride. Assembly, this little slim thick babe will be joining. My top book of 2022, phenomenal. Song of Achilles. Unbearable Lightness of Being, 100%. This is an all-time favourite from when I was a child. Private Peaceful. When I was in my historical fiction bag, World War II bag. So, for the men's. I appreciated The Outsider, 4 stars. I understand why it's a modern classic, but it's not an all-time fave. It was really good though. Yeah, so maybe it might make the shelf. Oh, Giovanni's Room. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot I've got other books dotted around my room. Okay, let's stay here. And the rest of the books are on the shelf are books I haven't read yet. Oh, that's a lie. The Old Man and the Sea. Again, modern classic. I get why it is. It's a beautiful story. Not a fave, but then this cover. Oh, sorry, these vintage classic covers. Oh, beautiful. B-E-A, beautiful. This will join The Outsider. Could make the shelf of their space, but it's not a priority. Then the other books that were before on the shelf are my TBR. Physical TBR. Got 1984, 100 Years of Solitude, I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing, Notes of a Native Son. I just know I'm gonna love every James Baldwin, so I'm like, should I just add them here? But for now, keep it here. Maybe I'll have a TBR shelf. We'll see. The Fire Next Time, for non-black skin white masks, Norwegian Wood. I haven't read Murakami yet, and I know I'm gonna enjoy his writing. I know it's problematic though. We'll get around to it at some point. Then The Heart of a Dog. I mean, I love Bulgakov. We'll get around to it soon. Oh, Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This book is what got me back into reading, like reading it again as an adult post-uni. So yeah, this will make it. Crying in H Mart, love the cover. I do love that red one with the noodles though even more, but it is good and I get completely why people love it. I personally found it, I guess, underwhelming. I think I just assumed it was going to be another like 5-star know my name tier, and it unfortunately didn't hit that mark for me. I do not think that's going to make this shelf. Parable of the Sower. Mixed feelings. I did end up enjoying this book. I do think Butler is an incredible writer. World building is insane. Wonderful dystopian, but it took me a while to get into it. The beginning I did find quite boring. I usually love when philosophy is sprinkled into a book, but the earth seed religion that was created in this book by the main character, it went over my head. I wasn't quite sold on it, but by the end of it I was really captivated by the story, and I really did love Butler's writing. It will go here for now. It might make this shelf. Bunny, this is so fun. Yeah, this makes it. We love feminine rage, chaotic energy, deluded characters. This short story collection by Roald Dahl, Someone Like You. I do love some of the stories in here, but it's not an all-time. It's not a fave. In the Dream House, it's here for sure. Hurricane Season, yup. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Obviously. Curse Bunny, second favourite book of last year, obviously. Piranesi, this was a wonderful book. Another one, thank you. Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This was great. This is wonderful, and this is a modern classic. Yeah. Stephen Fry Mythos, have not read. Don't know if I really will get around to it. I was in my Greek mythology bag in 2021. That was left in 2021, but I feel like it could crop up again, that love and urge to read Greek mythology, so that will chill in the TBR pile for now. My legs. I'm getting old. Maybe I'll get my little stool and I can sit on it and be a bit more comfy. So I also had this cute little pile here on my stool. I will be grabbing the stool to sit on now. And I also have this little pile chilling here, so more books to consider for the favourite shelf. Smooth. I actually just bought this yesterday, the yellow wallpaper, a classic that I love. So this will join. And this is in not the order it will be, I just want to put what books I think deserve to be on this shelf here for now. Oh, bought this yesterday. Every time I go into foiled, I pray this book will be in there, and finally I found it. So I can't wait to read this, but that's joining TBR pile. It was actually because of Unkali that this came on my radar. So reading about rotten rich people, yes please. Christmas present, most beautiful cover I've ever come across. Just a few moments of silence, please and thank you. Okay. Oh, loved this book. Spoke about it in my Reading Around the World series, episode 3, so I'll link that down below if you're interested. But it's an awkward length. Look, it's short. This might have to join this up here. Does that work? It'll work for now. Love this cover. Don't know if I'm ever gonna read this. I thought it was a different book I was picking up. I was thinking of The Swimmers. That's not this. So TBR for now, but I probably will unhaul this at some point. Brickmakers. We love a bit of Argentina or Argentinian? Argentinian. Googler, please. Argentinian. This doesn't sound right when I say it. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, we love a bit of Argentinian translated fiction. Oh, okay. Could be getting there. These might get bumped, you know. At Night, All Blood is Black. Again, this was in my most recent Reading Around the World series. I have mixed feelings. Like, I can appreciate this as a novel, but was I love with it? No, but I did like it. Okay, it's going in there. Maybe it might make the shelf, just about. Mr. N, I have not read this yet. Sounds very cool though. Lebanese book. This I need to read for my Reading Around the World series. My Brilliant Friend, I actually haven't read this yet. I hopefully will this year, so TBR. This TBR pile, wow. The pile is piling. Wow. My Body and Other Parties. We love Carmen Maria Machado in this household, so yes. Simone de Beauvoir, Women Destroyed, another Christmas present. I just keep getting put off because why is the writing like this? Oh, I do not like that. It's screaming at me, but TBR. Before Coffee Gets Cold, accidentally read the second one before the first one, didn't finish it. Wasn't really nice, enjoying it at first, but I just got bored ultimately, so. Oh, the dust. Started this, Silence of the Girls. Honestly got a bit bored. I just don't think I'm in my Greek mythology bag at the moment. I have these. Will I ever read these? Absolutely not. Do I love the films? Oh, absolutely. I even love the Hobbit trilogy. People hate on it. That's a you problem. I enjoyed them. Obviously, Lord of the Rings is amazing. I'm not gonna read these. I probably should give these away. These are 2 Swedish thrillers a friend lent me. I will probably return these because I'm not in my thriller bag at the moment either. Ooh. These babies. Okay. We've Always Lived in the Castle, Shirley Jackson. This was good. This is the not the fave, but could make the pile. I did really enjoy it. My Year of Rest and Relaxation, not mine, a friend, so return that. Sea Cloak and Other Stories. This is I think Palestinian short story collection. Started it, I wasn't really feeling it. The writing was extremely lyrical, which I usually love. It was lyrical for the sake of being lyrical. I felt like it actually detracted from the story that I read, so I might give it another go at some point, but not anytime soon. The House in the Cerulean Sea, I did really enjoy this. When I first started reading it, I said, "Ee." The characters are very caricature-like. I found it jarring, but I did fall in love with the stories and the character. Even cried a bit. These are books that are too tall, we'll figure it out. Okay, then books on lower shelf here. I'm out of the thing. Charles Bukowski. You're a walking red flag if you like Charles Bukowski. I haven't actually read any of it. I don't think I actually am. I got it just for the sake of it. So I will probably unfold this. Sword of Clygon. This is so good. And it's a self-published fantasy, standalone fantasy. Really enjoyed it, but I don't know if I want to add fantasy books. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just got an email from Foyles that Pure Colour by Sheila Heti is finally in stock in paperback. So I will be going there today to purchase that. God, my yellow. I don't know why fantasy books just aren't cute covers. Like, I don't want that on this shelf. But I said books I love. So for now, you know what? It will go here because I do love it. The Oresteia, 3 Greek plays. Really liked this. Really did. Not an absolute favourite, but I did enjoy it more than some of these maybes for the shelf, so it will join the maybe pile. Zola, French translated fiction, TBR, have not read this yet. Book of Night Women, meant to be really good, but I don't want to consume this level of black trauma at the moment, so it will be read at some point in the future. Tell Me I'm Worthless, banger. Oh wait. Oh. Sword of Clygon is a slightly like taller than the other books. To figure out what to do with this one now. Handmaid's Tale. Loved the first season of the show. The book was alright. It was alright. Secret History, wonderful, but not an all-time favourite tool for me. Plays of Oscar Wilde. Have not read this. Oh, I love A Psalm for the Wild Build. Love it, but this, it was not a bit of me. Japanese short story collection. I haven't read it, so TBR. Wow. If you can see what's going on down here. Yikes. 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I know this is meant to be wunderbar, but I've not read it yet. Secret Dream of a Shopaholic. I was obsessed with this series when I was a teenager. I got my mum, got my aunt, got my cousins to read it. Loved it as a teenager. I'm not gonna read it again now. It's very not my kind of book, but nostalgia. Won't make this shelf though. Ready Player One. I actually really enjoyed this. So maybe Death of Vivek Oji. I did enjoy this. There was a plot line in here that I did absolutely hate, but Amezi's writing in this, phenomenal. Ooh, it's getting full. Only Good Indians, a fave, and I'm really like gagging to read this again. So we'll hopefully get to it this year. Okay, the shelf is full, which means the maybes now. We'll go here because we'll figure out. Let me see if there are any more definites, and then we'll figure out which maybes will make it. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I was obsessed with this when I did read it, and it was a favourite 2021. Now that I feel like I figured out my reading taste and it's evolved and developed, it's definitely not an all-time favourite like I thought it was initially, but it is a banging book. Maybe. New Poppy War series. I've only read the first 2. Phenomenal, absolutely amazing. I've not read the last installment of the trilogy though. I've not been in my fantasy bag. There's a lot of bags I haven't been in, my Greek mythology, my fantasy, but I do need to read this because the other 2 books were amazing. The Joke by Milan Kundera. Unbearable Lightness is an all-time fave. Need to read this soon. Hood Feminism. I think it's a good book to have on the shelf. I don't think I actually will read it. This is more, I think, for people who, you know, their lived experience isn't the black female experience. Like, I've been knowing what this is about, but I think it's a good one to have on the shelf, but I haven't actually read it. Philip Pullman, Fireworks Daughter. This is a cute book, but definitely not a fave. Secret Lives of Church Ladies. I enjoyed this. Wasn't a fave, but it was a good short story collection. The way queerness is integrated into this, and the way black women are just at the focus, the centre of attention, and they're just normal, real, raw characters. Phenomenal, not phenomenal, good, but also it's a short book, so yeah, you don't make the cut. We stand Michaela Cole in this household. This book was okay though. Yeah, The Ice Child, Swedish thriller, very disturbing, so I was very here for it, but it's a short book again, so you can't make the cut. So of my maybes, I need to figure out which, maybe one or two, depending on how thick they are. Is it thick with 2 C's or thick with 3 C's will determine if 1 or 2 make this shelf. I'm gonna remove the outs. Decisions. I think Death of Vivek OG is gonna make it. In terms of pure enjoyment, Seven Husbands would win, so let's add, oh, Skinny Book could fit. Maybe we can squeeze in the Oristaya. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do rainbow with these books and see if that works. So this is what we're working with now. I like favourite books I own physically here in a sort of rainbowish colour scheme. It is still a bit too much white here for my liking, but I think I can work with this. So let's go on to shelf numero dos. So I'm thinking to make this shelf maybe my TBR shelf. Now seeing what a large physical TBR I have, and I did not realise. It'll be a reminder like, hi, hello, we're here, read us, give us attention, please and thank you. I think these are all the books actually I see myself genuinely wanting to read on my physical TBR. So I think maybe then the remainder of this shelf could be the books, other books which I really did enjoy but aren't like the creme de la creme, didn't quite make this shelf. So the ones that were maybes for the top shelf. So this is what we're working with for shelf 2. Is there any point doing colour? I could try. I think that's pretty. I feel like I want to do more with this space here. Don't mind this upset cactus. But I might move these 3 over here to go under this vase, and then maybe I'll just pile up my awkwardly length books here. I think this works. Ignore what's going on here, this hot mess. And I don't actually have that many books left. I've got these 4. These are ones I need to get back to friends. That I need to get rid of. Lord of the Rings, again, friends. And I've got, if I zoom in, you can see them. Ocean Vuong's poetry collection, his first poetry collection, and then also Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky underneath. But they're ones that I'm like currently in the middle of, so they'll stay on my bedside table. And I'll leave this as it is for now. Graphic novel Mouse by Art Spiegelman. Live Ceremony short story collection by my babes Murata. Another edition of Master and Margarita, the Beaut one, and a Danish novel, The Employees by Olga Raven. I think for now I'm gonna put Lord of the Rings back here, and I think I'll just leave this as is for now. This little hot mess. Once I get more books that I love, we can figure this out. Cute little setup. Books I don't really care about that much, but hey, And don't talk about the fact that I really just don't have green fingers, and I'm okay with accepting that. Okay, so this is how the bookshelf is now looking. It's cute. So we've got just, you know, decorative ones basically there. We've now got my like favorite bookshelf, which is kind of in a color coordinated vibe. We've got some of my faves up there, which were awkward lamps below my little lamp. Then we've got a mixture of my physical TBR and books that I like, but you know, they didn't quite make the cut for the favorite shelf. Then we've got some other books here, which slightly decorated, ones I enjoy, again, awkward lengths, or just there was no room for them on this shelf. Then the bottom one is still a hot mess. We'll get round to that another time. Lord of the Rings chilling in that corner. We'll probably give to someone who will appreciate them more. Well, I hope you enjoyed reorganizing my bookshelf with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to join this small chaotic corner of the internet, then go ahead and subscribe. And I should be back to my normal book reviewish or recommendation videos. So until next time.